You've only got 3 days left before the EDGEFINDER price goes back up and it is no longer 50% off. The EDGEFINDER is a trading software tool that traders around the world are using to find better trade setups right now, using things like the Smart Money Tracker, which reflects the COT reports, retail sentiment. It also tracks seasonal trends for traders who are looking to take advantage of seasonality, and it creates a watch list each and every day for traders that use this from all over the world. People in North America, in parts of Africa and Asia and Europe are all using the EDGEFINDER to build better data-backed trading setups. If you've been watching the channel for a while and you're familiar with our software, then I want to let you know that our half-off sale is ending soon and I don't want you to miss out. If you would like to get more information about the software, make sure to message us right now using the link that is down below. You'll be connected directly to someone on our team to ask them about the half-off sale. But wait, it gets better. If you direct message us, it's 55% off. You get an extra 5% off just by messaging someone on our team who can connect you to the tool, get you set up, and if you'd like, you can set up a call to go over the software if that would be helpful to you. We want to make sure this software is a right fit for you. We're not just trying to sell this to anybody, and we'd like to connect and get to know you before we sell you the software. So again, click that link and let us know that you're interested in the half-off sale before it ends. And remember, 55% is available if you do direct message us now. So here's what happened to me on the NASDAQ. I had a stop, and of course, hindsight is always 2020. Okay. After this pop here, right? After that pop, I trailed my stop just shy underneath the swing low. And as you can clearly see, that's a little bit agonizing when price comes right back down, taps me out of my trade, and keeps going. Now, I didn't take a loss. I made a profit. In fact, I really shouldn't complain at all. I made about $3,700 off of this move by itself, trading essentially from the bottom of this range. I picked it up and I rode it all the way up here. But of course, the NASDAQ does its thing and it just keeps going. Okay. So now today I'm sitting here and I'm watching this thing roll away from me. This is me trying to be as transparent as I possibly can on social media. I will admit, well, actually, I talk about it pretty frequently. The challenge of being on social media and talking about your trading is that a lot of hindsight warrior comments come in. I know you guys would never do that. I know a lot of really nice people watch these streams and I do appreciate you guys. You guys get it. The stuff is hard, but you get the comments all the time. People saying, Nick, you should have done this. You could have been up this amount. You know, those comments are hard, but I know that that is relatable to you guys. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't talk about this stuff publicly. I know that those voices come from within too. Even if somebody else doesn't say it to you, you hear people riding NASDAQ trade. You hear people, you know, caught the perfect low on gold. And you sit there and you start wondering, well, what am I doing that's wrong? Remember, sometimes you just get trailed out and that is okay. Or sometimes you take profit, it keeps going, but you stuck to your rules. Let me tell you guys something. If you stick to your rules and you have a profitable strategy, it's going to be okay in the long term. Don't get caught up in the hype. Lots of gold comments. I'm going to give you guys my take on gold here. Let's go there first. So gold is still just a beast. And yesterday, I had some comments that came in that were frustrated with me. And let me be the first to say, I am not here to give you guys signals on what to trade. I'm genuinely here trading my own money. I'm doing my thing each and every day. And I have the honor and the privilege to be here with you guys talking markets and sharing this passion with people all over the world. But don't get it twisted. I'm not here to do your homework. I'm here doing my thing, sharing my opinions, my analysis. And I'm not encouraging anybody to get on here and be lazy and just copy me. I'm here giving you my ideas and my research that I've done on these currency pairs, assets, indices, things like that. I did not catch this trade and I am still waiting for this trade to potentially set up for me on gold. Okay, so what I'm looking for on gold, guys, is I am looking for the pullback. Will I get the pullback? Maybe, maybe not. That is where the patience part of trading comes in. You have a setup. I mean, this is a clear as day setup for me on the technical analysis perspective. 1960 is it. That is the level for me to potentially look for an entry as a swing trader. Now, if you're a day trader, you might say, well, you know, I'm trading it long and I'm in and out over here. That's fine. Do your thing. I'm happy for you. If you're making money, who am I to judge, right? My only kind of thought for me is I need this to pull back in order for me to potentially get an entry. And so I get you know, people who sometimes comment, they'll be like, well, Nick, you played it like you got played, right? You missed the whole move. And that might be true. And I might just straight up miss the move if this thing keeps rallying. But I've done this for a long time. I know where I need to enter my trades, how I need to manage my trades, how I need to manage risk on my trades. And at the end of the day, whether you're watching me or some other YouTuber in the trading space, you shouldn't let what I say be law to you. I am not a crystal ball owner. I do not play the markets perfectly all the time. I trade my own money. I've been doing this for years, but I'm not perfect and nobody is. Trust your own analysis, but come to these come to my channel, as well as the A1 Trading YouTube channel and other channels that we bring onto the show to learn something, to pick up things, but don't look for easy, cheap signals from people. I promise you, it's a bad way to approach trading, and it doesn't leave you any better off if you just try and copy people. So again, my concept here is 61.8. I'm looking for that retracement. It lines up beautifully with past levels of resistance, and I'm looking for a possible entry on the long side if we can get it. Okay. Hannah says, as a young beginner, I cannot thank you enough for your analysis and fundamental lessons. Hannah, thanks for watching the stream. And thank you for the positive comment. You guys are the best. I know I'm being a little, you know, warning today, harsh. I'm not trying to sound negative or anything. I'm just trying to make you guys aware. People lose a lot of money in the markets. It's not an inviting place. I mean, on the outside looking in, it looks inviting, but once you get into the markets, you're like, oh my gosh, this stuff is hard work. And I don't want to sell it as anything other than that. Okay. Every time I trade gold, it always blows my accounts. What can I do, please? I need help. If you're trading gold and you're blowing your accounts, either your account size is way too small to be trading gold. You need a good size. If you're trading on a Forex broker and you're even trading it with 0.01, you need probably $1,000 in an account. Otherwise, you're going to be over leveraging per trade. So don't even touch gold if you have less than $1,000 in your account, in my personal opinion. If you're trying to risk like 1%, it's gonna be very hard to do so on a $1,000 account, right? So where's gold at? Well, gold, let me see real quick. We're gonna take a look at the EDGEFINDER for a moment, see if we can find something here in terms of gold. It's still got a buy rating overall. This is giving us a +4 on the EDGEFINDER, which is of course gonna give us a buy rating here. COT bias shows institutional money is still very long gold right now. This is a key thing that we pay attention to. We look at the smart money tracker or the commitment of traders data, same thing. We're also taking a look at retail. Retail right now, I just happen to know, I was looking at this just prior to the stream. I want to show you guys this. Retail is really betting against gold right now. Take a look. We've got 70% of retail trading positioning is on the short side of the gold market. Now, why is that meaningful? Well, again, we know that retail traders typically are on the wrong side of great trends that are occurring in the markets. Not always, but very often, and often enough to mention it. Okay, so I want you guys, if you're looking at gold here today, here's something to pay attention to. Gold, 70% of retail traders are short. We use that as a bullish signal, okay? Because again, we are kind of going against what the crowd is thinking there. But let's flip it around on its head and let's take a look at what the pros are doing. Let's look at what the hedge funds and asset managers are doing. Well, here it is. Gold, they're very long. Okay. So we have this data pulled in automatically by our software once a week. We pull in the COT data and we pull in retail sentiment every 30 minutes. So this data is coming in live. You can see the little updates coming in across the screen, the little bar going back and forth. We're pulling data constantly to try and keep things up to date. So COT data shows us that pros are long and retail data shows us that the amateurs are short. Okay. Take that as you will. Now, if I go back to this chart on gold, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, so that for me means that now if I'm looking at it from a technical perspective, a long trade makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So I'm looking for this pullback. I'm going to be patient. It may or may not occur today. It may be tomorrow. It may be next week, but I will wait for it and see if I can find it. And that is the only way I'm going to be trading gold going forward right now. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a quick look here at the dollar in reference to this. Dollar has been rising a little bit, which is interesting. You'll notice that gold also making a move up while the dollar makes a move up. It can happen. It is somewhat rare. Probably one of these will crack. Usually dollar moves up, gold moves down, dollar moves down, gold moves up. right? Usually. But right now we see dollar and gold making a move up. I would say there's probably a good shot that one of these cracks and comes down while the other continues. For short-term pullback purposes, I'm personally kind of hoping that, hope's a bad word in trading, but I'm going to be able to get a pullback trade if the dollar continues to strengthen and gives gold a little bit of a haircut, right? Gets me back to my entry points that I discussed here previously. So dollar, I do think, and this is why I'm not rushing to take a bunch of trades, guys, the dollar has been quite oversold in the shorter term. We're looking at a 4-hour chart, and look at this momentum to the downside that has kind of started to fizzle out. Now, am I bullish on dollar? No, I'm not. I'm actually bearish on dollar, but I think that even if you're bearish on something, you can recognize, hey, there's probably some potential for this thing to move back the other direction. And for me, I don't personally trade those pullbacks, but in a moment, we are actually going to be speaking with somebody who I know does very often. Gary, FX Big Dog, is going to be joining us on the show momentarily to discuss this concept. And he does this very frequently. I've known Gary for a while, know his trading style. He actually will trade and catch these pullback moves in something. Maybe dollar, I don't want to speak for him. He'll be here to speak for himself, but perhaps he's looking at dollar and he's saying, well, there's been a bit of an overextended move. Maybe there's an opportunity to ride this pullback.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EDGEFINDER, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.